Australia is a land of extremes. It is the smallest continent, yet it stretches over vast distances. Much of the country is empty. It seems strange that such a large land could be home to so few people. The answer lies in the land itself. Australia is incredibly dry. Most of the country is desert or semi-desert. This makes it difficult for people to live and grow food. The outback is the heart of Australia. It is a place of harsh beauty. The sun beats down mercilessly. The land is dry and dusty. Only the toughest plants and animals can survive here. The outback is a challenge even for the most experienced traveler. It is easy to get lost in its vastness. The dryness of the land has shaped Australia's history. Aboriginal people have lived in Australia for tens of thousands of years. They learned to adapt to the harsh conditions. They moved from place to place, following the rain and the seasons. When Europeans arrived in Australia, they were drawn to the coasts. The land was more fertile there. They established farms and towns. The interior of the country remained largely unexplored. Australia is the driest inhabited continent on Earth. Over 70% of the land is classified as arid or semi-arid. This means that there is very little rainfall. The rain that does fall is often unpredictable. It can flood the land one year and then disappear for the next 7. This lack of water has a profound impact on life in Australia. It limits where people can live and what they can grow. It also creates unique challenges for the plants and animals that call this land home. They have had to develop remarkable adaptations to survive in this thirsty land. The Great Artesian Basin is a vast underground water source that lies beneath much of inland Australia. It is a lifeline for many communities in the outback. However, this precious resource is under increasing pressure. Over-extraction and drought are threatening its long-term sustainability. The future of water in Australia is a major concern. Climate change is likely to exacerbate the challenges of drought and water scarcity. Finding new ways to manage and conserve this precious resource will be crucial for the future of this sunburnt country. Australia is an island continent. This means that it is a long way from anywhere else in the world. This isolation has shaped its history, its culture, and its relationship with the rest of the world. It has also contributed to the emptiness of its interior. The vast distances between settlements in Australia are hard to comprehend for those who have never experienced them. Driving for hours, even days without seeing another soul is not uncommon in the outback. This isolation can be both exhilarating and daunting. The tyranny of distance has also had a profound impact on the development of infrastructure in Australia. Building roads, railways, and communication networks across such vast distances is a costly and challenging endeavor. This has historically hindered the development of the interior and contributed to the concentration of the population along the coast. Despite the challenges, Australians have always found ways to overcome the tyranny of distance. From the early explorers who ventured into the unknown to the modern-day road trains that transport goods across the continent, Australians have a long history of ingenuity and resilience in the face of geographical isolation. Section 4. An unforgiving land. The Australian outback is not a place for the faint of heart. It is a land of extremes where the sun beats down mercilessly and the temperatures can soar to unbearable heights. The land itself is ancient and unforgiving, shaped by millennia of wind, rain, and drought. The soil in much of the outback is poor and lacking in nutrients. This makes it difficult to grow crops, and even grazing animals can struggle to find enough to eat. The lack of vegetation also leaves the soil vulnerable to erosion, further exacerbating the challenges of agriculture in this harsh environment. The harsh conditions of the outback have forced the plants and animals that live there to adapt in remarkable ways. From the water-storing capabilities of the iconic baobab tree to the nocturnal habits of many desert animals, life in the outback is a constant battle for survival. Despite its challenges, the Australian outback holds a strange allure for many. Its vastness, its silence, and its raw beauty offer a sense of escape and adventure that is hard to find anywhere else on Earth. Section 5. The coast is king. Given the challenges of Australia's arid interior, it is no surprise that the vast majority of the population lives along the coast. With its temperate climate, fertile land, and access to the sea, the coast has always been the most hospitable part of Australia for human settlement. Over 85% of Australians live within 50 kilometers of the coastline. This concentration of population along the coast has led to the development of major cities, thriving industries, and a unique coastal culture that is synonymous with Australian identity. The contrast between the empty interior and the bustling coast is stark. While the outback remains a place of vast distances and sparse population, the coastal cities are vibrant hubs of activity, home to a diverse mix of people, cultures, and industries, this coastal concentration is not without its challenges. Urban sprawl, pressure on infrastructure, and the impacts of climate change are all issues facing Australia's coastal cities. Finding ways to manage these challenges while preserving the unique character of the Australian coast will be crucial for the future of this island nation.